Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial I'm excited to bring to you along with my friends at allfreebeadedjewelry.com. Today's tutorial is going to be a really fun charm bracelet featuring Live, Love, and Laugh charms and these sweet little red and pink accent beads. Now you can use whatever charms and beads that you prefer, but I thought this would be fun to do, and it's a great gift and it's something you can enjoy. So let's get started. The materials we're going to need are a pair of round nose pliers, wire cutters, and 2 pairs of chain nose pliers. We're going to need a link of chain, whatever size you prefer, and a toggle clasp. We're going to need 6 accent beads, 3 charms, and 11 jump rings, as well as 6 head pins. Now it's always good to have a few extra head pins on hand just in case. So let's get started. Okay, what you're going to want to do first is go ahead and cut the chain to the length that you want the bracelet. This is important because we need to know exactly how to space the beads and the charms. So having the chain at the perfect length of what you would like is ideal when you're starting the charm bracelet. I'm going to make a 7-inch bracelet today, so I'm going to cut my chain into 7 inches, and then we're going to attach the toggle clasp. So go ahead and cut the chain, and remember too, once you attach the clasp, you're going to have a little bit of extra room on either side, a little bit of extra length. So the chain is 7 inches, however the toggle clasp will add a little bit extra. So first we're going to attach the toggle clasp, and the way we do that is with 2 of our jump rings. So take your chain nose pliers, go ahead and open up your jump ring, hold each side, and then what you're going to want to do is bring one side towards you, just like that. Just enough to thread the toggle and one side of your chain. Then you're going to close your jump ring. And the way I like to do to make sure I get very little seam is I kind of twist it away from me, my right side away from me, and then back, and you're kind of pushing in as you do that. And that will bring that to the center where it needs to be, and you have attached one side of your clasp. And give it a little snug, and you know it's nice and secure. We're going to do the same thing with the other end, and then we will start adding the charms. So again, take your jump ring, and take the right side, push it towards you, thread on your toggle clasp, and then thread on your chain, and then we're going to close it. So make sure you have a good grip, twist your right side away from you and then back to you, and make sure it meets in the middle. And there you go. Now we have attached both sides of the clasp, and we can start adding our charms. Go ahead and snip off the excess wire. Make sure you hold the other end when you snip the wire, because it could go flying and you don't want to hit anyone or yourself in the eye. Take your round nose pliers, start at the top, about that far down, and twist it around. Then you have half loop like that. So you're halfway there when you've got your half a loop. Okay, and then just keep twisting it. Okay, and then this is what you want, a closed loop. Once you have finished your loop on all of your beads, now it's time to attach the jump rings. Remember, when you attach the jump ring, you don't want to close it up yet because you don't want to have to repeat your steps. If you close it up once you've put the bead on, you'll just have to open it up again to attach to the bracelet. Go ahead and take your bead that has been attached to your head pin and looped around and thread it onto the jump ring, but leave the jump ring open. There we go. And set it aside. And go ahead and do that for all of both your charms and your beads. I will go ahead and do that and we'll be right back. Okay, now that you have attached all of your jump rings onto your beads and charms, it's time to attach them to the bracelet. Now there are different ways that you can space these. You can do them in clusters where you have the charm and the accent beads kind of all together in a cluster, or you can spread them out evenly, or really whatever your preference is. In this particular tutorial, I'm going to spread them out evenly across the bracelet. So I will be attaching a charm or bead approximately every 5 links along the chain. So first you want to make sure your chain is flat. And I'm going to count 5 links in from the jump ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to pick it up with my chain nose pliers. Hold my spot. I'm going to grab my first bead, which is this really pretty pink fiber optic bead. The fiber optic beads really glisten in the sunshine or any light, so I really enjoy using them on charm bracelets. Okay, so go ahead and thread your jump ring onto that link, and we will just close it up like we learned earlier. And you want to make sure that they really do meet in the middle and it's nice and secure. And we have our first attachment. And just continue this until you have attached all of your charms, and you will be very delighted at what you've created. So I'm going to go ahead and finish attaching all of these, and I'll be right back. And there we have it. I have finished attaching all of the charms and all of the beads. And I chose to kind of center them so that there's a little more of a cluster towards the center. So when it hangs on your wrist, you kind of have those featured. So again, it's very flexible. You can do as you wish when you attach the charms with the spacing and however you would like. Thank you again for joining me along with all free beaded jewelry. We really appreciate it, and I hope you have a fabulous day.